We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Here comes the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs. He bounced back from cancer as a two-time middleweight world champion and has fought the best of the best in his division. Let's see what he's got for us here in this one.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Brownsville, New York, here is a 2-time middleweight champion of the world, introducing Daniel Jacobs.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Punch, counter punch. Nice defense on that jab. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Crawford is dazed. Now they're right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice job slipping that left uppercut. That jab doesn't find a home. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. And there's the bell to start round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And that hook misses. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. There's the bell for round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. That hook doesn't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well done with that counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Beautiful counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter. He blocks that right hook. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special.
Get your minds on the job. Get back up there.
On to the fourth we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. And down goes the Miracle Man. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
get clipped with a shot like that.
I need to see that again.
Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken? So
Get your mind back.
things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Jacobs in real trouble. How are they still standing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way.
Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out right there.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Good, look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Counter punch caught him clean. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice counter shot. He misses with that straight left. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
They're being put down. You've got to...
Let's start the sixth. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
The perfect counter lands. Incredible work rate. Good counter punching. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. talk about Jacobs in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down.
You got to go out there and win this round.
And there's the bell for round 7. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Misses with the straight left. Through the straight left, but it won't score. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, power.
Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
And finally, Jacobs crumbles to the canvas. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I've got to see that again.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
There's always...
And we enter the 8th round. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. That uppercut doesn't get through. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That counter shot lands. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. They stop the hook there. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
A shot from the gods took him out. Listen to me. Are you okay?